about this new opportunity that is upcoming in my life. I can't wait to tell you all about it when the time is right. Welcome to the Magnolia. I'm Nyda Bittmann-Neville, your host. I consider myself a possibility thinker. Now, you remember last week we talked about those impossibility thinkers, and if you happen to miss the show, just check out the archive version. And I think that you will be able to set the stage to determine whether or not you're an impossibility thinker or a possibility thinker. Now, I consider myself a possibility thinker because as I read that definition, I'm saying, oh my goodness, is this just me or what? Listen about possibility thinkers. They resemble the hummingbird that looks for and finds honey, often in the most unlikely and unthinkable places. They perceptively probe every problem, proposal, and challenge to discover and disclose the positive opportunities pregnant in almost every human situation. They are people just like you and just like me, who when faced with a mountain do not quit. No, in fact, it even gets us more excited. And last year, probably in the month of August or September, I began to think about how I wanted to change the NydaBittmann-Neville.com website. There I, of course, focus on the Magnolia, speaking, being an author, coach, etc. And I really wanted it to start to establish myself as truly the international speaker. And so when somebody saw that site, they immediately put me with a speaker, author, show host, etc., just from the perception. Well, that was the mountain. How was I going to do that? And so for the last several months, I've been working on it, and sometimes took a little step back, sometimes, sort of wadded up the pieces of paper and threw them in the trash and said, that's not going to work. Found myself an impossibility thinker there for a moment, but then I said, wait a minute, I want this, and I know this is going to be terrific in this, and you're just not putting on your creative thinker hat. So I put that creative thinker hat back on. Boy, the ideas started coming. I started laying it out. I met with my design team, and January, this past Monday, we launched the new Nyda Bittmann-Neville site. In fact, we changed the title to nydaspeaks.com. Please go check it out and let me know what you think. You can access it also by going out to the magnolia.tv. So right there, I can describe that as being a possibility thinker. So today I want you to think, are you that type of thinker? Why is it that possibility thinkers succeed? Well, they've trained themselves to look for the possibilities in all areas of life. They have learned how to overcome. They have learned how to listen to new ideas. They see opportunities and they seize them. They welcome challenging problems. They face personal tragedies, and when possible, utilize them constructively. Great people, it says. These faith builders, hope boosters, confidence creators, enthusiasm generators. My goodness, history calls them pacemakers, record breakers. Thank goodness for these dedicated dreamers, these sanctified optimists, these glorified gamblers, and powerful believers. My goodness, isn't that the truth? So I want you to think, are you that possibility thinker? And I certainly hope so. And if you're not, and if you're struggling with being a possibility thinker, I want you to replay this and really listen to the words of the possibility thinker, because it is just so enthusiastic when you change from being that impossibility thinker to that possibility thinker. You've been listening and watching to The Magnolia, the show that is dedicated to image, brand, and business culture, and everything that we try to bring you each and every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time include tips, strategies, resources, and techniques in order to enhance your image and brand. Until next week, you've been listening to The Magnolia. I'm Nyda Bittmann-Neville, your host.